Okay, hopefully you're able to hear me now here. But this storm was warned here just a few minutes ago for the potential for up to quarter-sized hail. I was just talking there on the live. Near Raymond. This was just southwest of Raymond. This storm had that potential for quarter-sized hail, and now as that warning has been issued, we've noticed that hail core has dropped some. So here's the severe thunderstorm warning. It goes till 7:15. Just got a new radar scan, and you can definitely tell that hail core has dropped some. So here's the track on that storm, and you're looking at this on our live scan HD radar. Hamilton by 7:19, 7 Mile by 7:22, New Miami, Trenton by 7:35, 7:46 for Middletown, Monroe by 7:51, and then moves into Mason by 8:01. So this is a severe thunderstorm warning issued here by the National Weather Service, and this warning goes until 7:15, and that's the potential for some hail. And, this storm quickly starting to collapse here on the potential for hail. We do have other thunderstorms that are around the area that do have the potential to be gusty. That's near the Batesville area, north of Sunman. This is also near the southern sections of Franklin County in Indiana. Gusty winds there, heavy rainfall, but this storm is not severe and does not look like it will be severe. Other showers and storms in parts of Jennings County near Scipio. That storm producing some brief heavy rainfall, maybe a brief gust of wind. Right along 50, seeing some rain. East of Lovett, you're seeing some of that rain right now. None of that at the moment is severe. Back up to this storm. This is the only storm severe in the area that has the potential for maybe some small hail. When we switch over here, let's look at velocity. This is our velocity tracker here. Actually, let's do this. Let's go back to Analyzer, and we're going to look at the velocity view of the storm. And you can see we're only seeing maybe up to 40 mile an hour wind potential on this storm here. Really not looking anything too significant in the way of winds. And when we switch over to back to our other radar source here, I can tag some of those, and you can see 18, 19, 20 mile an hour wind gusts here coming out of this. So it's definitely not warned for wind. It's definitely warned for that potential for that hail, and that hail potential has come to an end here. So we are seeing some strong winds, not severe, but 38, 34, 35 mile an hour winds from Sunman up through St. Leon. So if you're up in that area, you could be seeing you could be seeing some strong winds coming in through that particular area. Zooming it out here, you can see this is what we call outflow right here. That's moving through Osgood and Versailles right now. So you're getting that push of wind, and it tells me that storm is dying up to the north up here around Sunman, and we're just starting to see that storm just puff out brief of gusty winds. So as we go through the evening hours here, it's like, do we see anything else that continues to fire around the area with that gust of wind pushing through? It's a possibility, but for right now, the chances still look low. Now, I want to say here, in the last scan, we've started to see a pickup in the winds up to 58 there near Raymond. Let's get a little closer into that. That's near 60 mile an hour wind gust. Mixersville, this is around Join Road. You can see that area of stronger winds that have started to show up here on the radar view, and we can get a little closer here into this and show you where those pixels are. And let's switch over here to the other radar product. You can see there we're seeing those stronger winds in those areas along Oxford Pike, Join Road, Lee Road, Oxford Road, moving towards Indian Creek. This is moving towards King Road. Okay, so moving towards King Road and Riggs Road. That's an area where we're seeing some pretty strong winds there. Let's put a track. Let's click that track icon, and you can see this is the timing we have on that track for that storm. And you can see that's moving into Hamilton, 7 Mile, New Miami, Trenton within the next, little bit here. It looks like our times are off here on the radar program, but that's okay. We're watching this storm as it's moving off towards the east here. Let's do it this way. And matter of fact, let me clear this out. Stop. Let's put this up here. This is moving off toward. This warning goes till 7:15. This storm is moving off towards the east at 20 mile an hour. I want to track that specific area that we're watching for those gusty winds and that potential for hail. Moving off to the east here at 20 miles per hour. So you can see 649 Oxford, 720, 7 Mile. This moves into New Miami by 722, 734 Trenton, Middletown by 744, Monroe by 750. All right, and we're watching that little pocket right there near Oxford, moving off towards the east. They did update the tracks here on this storm as well. So that's the only warning right now that we have in the area, and we're watching the potential for some hail with this storm too. That hail has come down some, but you can see that would be near Raymond, and off to the east is where you would be seeing that potential for some hail. We'll go back. This is Analyzer, and you'll see that stronger pocket of wind. Riley, Oxford, Mixerville, Raymond, in that specific area there, that's where you're going to see those stronger winds along US 27. So those areas, watch out for some strong winds that are moving through. Let's pull this out on a wider view. Look at the radar here as a full, and you'll still see these strong storms that are near St. Peter, St. Leon, Cedar Grove, Oldenburg, Batesville. These storms are not severe right now, but they are producing some gusty winds, maybe 30, 40 mile an hour, vivid lightning with those. But this storm here is the one that's currently under a warning, and it has that hail potential, as actually that hail potential continuing to come down here on the radar here. So that's what we're watching right now, this one lone storm. And you see this polygon. We're going to switch over the radar product so you can see the exact information here. But this warning goes until 7:15, now only for Butler County, western sections of Butler County into central sections of Butler County. 7:15, quarter-size hail, 60 mile an hour winds, includes Hamilton, Fairfield, Oxford, 7 Mile, New Miami, Scipio, St. Charles, and Lehigh. That is the only storm that's currently warned for Butler County in Ohio. That's just north of Cincinnati, and that storm is the only warning right now. Okay, let's go on a home view, show you on a wide view angle of what we've got going on. We're watching other showers and storms. In the one here in Jennings County, starting to pick up a little bit. We're watching that one carefully too, near just north of North Vernon, right along Highway 7 and 3, okay, near Scipio. That storm's starting to pick up a little bit of juice. We'll look at that one here in just a minute in a little more detail, but it could be producing maybe some small hail. Not ready to be warned by any means yet, but it's a storm that we need to keep an eye on. This storm could produce, some gusty winds. Looking at this storm, let's go to Analyzer. Let's look into that. You can see we're not seeing anything really in the way of strong winds, but definitely could be a large hail potential growing here near Scipio, right along State Route 3, okay? So there could be a potential here growing quickly for hail. No warning on it. National Weather Service in the Indianapolis area does not have a current warning on this storm, but I'm sure they're keeping a close eye on it as this storm is pushing off towards the east here. So those are just, you hear those noises in the background, and those are just alerts coming through to let me know about some other information going through here. Now, I tell you, once this line kind of moves through here, I think that's what little threat of severe that we had today. That's going to be the end game for us. These showers and storms will move through. The cooler air will come in, and we'll be set for the rest of the evening here. As we zoom it back out on a wider view, I just want to show you where we're at here. Temperatures around the area, and just looking a little bit further off towards the north, you can see temperatures are starting to, calm down around the area. So I just want to make sure. Okay, cool. So let's go to future radar. Let me pull that up and show you what to expect here through the remainder of your evening hours here. So, this is 6 o'clock. Let's go ahead and advance that. Okay, so here's 7. Really doesn't have those storms around the area, okay? And really doesn't have much in the way of any activity overnight, just scattering, maybe some more showers and storms towards the morning and dawn hours tomorrow. But, models have not really done a good job of showing what to anticipate here today. And that's why I said yesterday that really the threat for any severe weather was going to be low. And I still think it continues to be low overnight. We're just going to have these rogue warnings like we have right now into sections of Butler County. That storm is a rogue storm producing, maybe the potential for some small hail and the potential for some gusty winds as well. I will say, still watching that hail just north of Scipio, in between US 7 and State Route 3. We'll switch over there and look at that. There's Scipio right there. We're zoomed in pretty close. There's North Vernon, and you can see that hail core dropping quickly. And you begin to notice what we're watching here. We're watching a quick burst of a storm. It gets going, and then it kind of dies out. And that is because the atmosphere really isn't the best suited for severe weather today. Yeah, we have a strong cold front moving through. That's great, but we have to have all the ingredients together in play to produce severe weather here in the Ohio Valley, and it just has to, today, not the best, okay? So we're watching the storms, though. I'm keeping an eye on them. The storm here into sections of Butler County, definitely starting to weaken over the past few frames. You can see it there. We did have, for a few minutes there, that potential for some strong winds. Now I'm seeing maybe gust up to 40 at this point. This is what we call a brief, likely issued warning here. And this storm, now not even showing any signs of potential for hail here, okay? Still watching some strong storms that are moving into Cedar Grove, Rockdale, right along 52 into parts of Franklin County. St. Leon, you're in that right now along 74. It's not severe, but it will be producing some heavy rainfall here over the next few minutes. It's 6:46. I'm going to keep my eye on these storms. I just wanted to show you I'm here. I'm watching them. If they do we get any more warnings come through, I'll let you know. But for right now, we'll continue to keep you updated throughout the remainder of the evening hours. And, overall, the threat for severe here this evening looks fairly low across the area. Won't be surprised to see any warnings issued, but, overall, your general neck of the woods, your backyard, will likely not see much in the way of severe hail this evening. So, warning continuing here for parts of Butler County. That goes until 7:15, and you can see that storm. And let me zoom back into it one more time here so you can see more communities on the map here. Till 7:15, 1 inch in size diameter hail, 60-mile-an-hour winds. That is the story there on that. So, that's it for now. We'll keep you updated here throughout the evening hours.